Welcome to the daily video blog. Joe does not know that I have an agenda this evening. So I do one of these, pretty much every day. I shoot something and edit something on average once a day. Means I set up the lights once a day. I set up the sound gear once a day. I set up the camera once a day.
That's three times, he said, once a day.
I edit something once a day.
4.
I work in the editing software I use all the time, every day, pretty much. So the whole point being is that practice has an advantage. Doesn't maybe make me perfect, but it makes it easier for me to solve a problem if I'm in a situation one day when I'm in a hurry to shoot something and like, oh, how do I do this? Oh, because I've shot so much stuff. I know how to fix it because I've already bumped into that problem most likely. Anyway, but as a filmmaker, I am aware that the most important thing is going to be really the script / the story. Doesn't matter how great I shoot. Doesn't matter how well it's lit. Doesn't matter how wonderful the sound is. If the story is crap, the movie is
also crap. Doesn't even matter about the acting.
Yeah. I mean, really, really good acting cannot save a crappy script. So what comes to mind, I'm thinking about doing one of these. I'm going to sit down with Joe and go through kind of like a pitfalls of filmmaking, like all the stuff we've kind of learned, and put it all in one video. And that could be kind of cool. But today I just want to talk about the whole script thing. If you're a filmmaker and you have it in your head that you want to make a film, probably your brain is so full of stuff connected to lighting, sound, what to do with the camera, what lenses to use, and on and on and on, that you probably aren't focused a whole lot on your script. You probably, like a lot of people I see, you're going to write one version of it, call that good. Maybe you think it's great, and then you're going to go shoot it. I think the first number one thing you want to do is get yourself hooked up with a person who has studied what makes a good script. Because there's lots of stuff out there that an individual and a group of people connected to that individual will go, oh, that's great.
No. Who's your main scriptwriter?
That's, okay, let's use First Lady as an example. How many scriptwriters did I have for First Ladies? And First Ladies was kind of a bizarre movie, but I did not write it myself.
No. You had you and me.
And then I had
Holly.
And then
I can't remember.
David Curry. And all the people I had involved understood the idea was to present a topsy-turvy world. Now, if I had written that script all by myself, it would have been filled with a bunch of very connected to Alan stuff that everybody else would have been like, what the hell is this about? But I got a lot of different minds involved to detach the story from me. Now, there's certain elements that I said, what if we did this? What if we did that? But I left it up to people who knew how to craft a story. Joe has spent time studying this. Holly has, David has ongoingly. And I have started to, but I knew that I don't really know how to write a script. I don't know how to cultivate a story. I don't know how to put the pieces together. I certainly didn't back then. I have a better idea now. So that the audience, now here's the thing. If you're a filmmaker and you make a movie, you are going to show it to people. And if you're going to show it to people, you're going to want them to what?
Laugh, cry, clap.
Appreciate it. If you write a crappy story, they are not going to appreciate it. If you and from the SIFT screenwriting workshop I participated in and some of the writers' room workshops that take place here in Ottawa, the golden rule seems to be 30 drafts, it's probably getting good. If you haven't done 30 drafts, or 20, did I say 30 or 20?
30.
If you haven't done 20 drafts on your script, you're not done yet.
You know what that means to me? I like to do a bit of talking on the daily video blog. I don't think you're going anywhere on Sunday. Because we have a script to write, and we have only one draft so far.
We're working on it.
We have one draft.
Yes.
How many?
Well, we need more, yes. And we probably should get another writer involved. Because
we have time for that.
What we're working on is intended to be funny, but it's also intended to be groundbreaking in the sense that I'm sick and tired of a bunch of volunteer actors running off to a set where they beat, assault, abuse, shoot, stab, kill, whatever, for fun to make a movie. But no one's got the guts to go in a different direction that everyone's really afraid to go in, and that's, a movie where there aren't people wearing clothes. As in, there's a movie with a bunch of people who are not wearing clothes. So the short, I had to kill my plan to shoot my original script.
You don't go into detail.
Couldn't get some of the stuff I need to get. So I'm going to plan B, and I want to shoot a script where full frontal nudity is just like, it fits into the story. It belongs there, and I don't have to try and hide the actor.
It's not pornographic.
But it's not pornographic. It's just a day in the life of somebody who chooses not to wear clothes.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to write it that way, but okay.
Anyway, that's the idea. So, but to make it work, to make it not come across as gratuitous, it must have a great story. It's got to sort of absorb the viewer so they kind of forget about the fact that this character is naked, because what's going on and what's happening to them seems appropriate that they're naked, and then you focus on what's going on, the story. You get trapped by the story. You're just like, oh yeah, okay, this is cool, this is interesting, okay, I see this. And you forget the person is naked, and the fact that the persons are naked is appropriate as long as the story works.
Yes, I agree.
So that's my advice to filmmakers. Especially if you're starting out, you may not have the time to work on a great story. Do not fall into the trap of, well, I got a script, so I'm ready to shoot. No, you need a good script. The better the script, the better, because you can shoot the whole movie with the camera on a tripod, and if all you do is get the framing right, the lighting right, and the script is good, you're going to have a great movie. If you can edit it together well, which means you need to know a little bit how to shoot it, like leave space before and after the dialogue so you can edit together as opposed to action and they start talking, that kind of thing. That's another story, but you can shoot a great movie as a first-time filmmaker if you have a great script and have a solid understanding of how to shoot.
I think what he's trying to say, and I'm going to do the closing statement, you should work with a writer